This segment of Founders and Visionaries is brought to you by Pacific Home. Located on Ward Avenue in Honolulu, Pacific Home is under new ownership. Eden Nunnery fell in love with the islands years ago and searched for a reason to move back home.
One of the most exciting things about this business is I really have an appreciation for everything in the store. I mean, I grew up with no electricity, no indoor plumbing, really modest beginnings. So everything that's come into my life just really feels like such a blessing. I really appreciate this beautiful environment that I get to come and work in every day. But it was a long time in coming. We've really invested ourselves. We really believe in the business. We really believe in passing on that feeling of value and that feeling of support to our customers. We may not have the most least expensive things, so we pride ourselves on carrying things that will last a lifetime, not just transitional for a year or two and then it's a throwaway. People work very hard for their money. I don't want them to come in here and feel like they're not spending that money well. I know what it feels like to work really hard for something, so I want them to love everything they walk out of the store with. The business kind of found us. I would not have known 10 years ago that this is what I would be doing, but now that I'm doing it, I can't imagine doing anything else. This business was founded by 3 amazing women. When we came across it and found out that it was for sale, we were ecstatic. Pacific Home has allowed me to come back to Hawaii. It's allowed my husband and I to find a place for our son and to find a business that is a great fit for us and a wonderful place for us to spend our days. We've been traveling the world for a decade, looking for our place to be, looking for a place where we wanted to raise our family. When we were looking for what we wanted to do, it wasn't so much about the exact business. It was about the whole concept of the business, how it felt to be there, what it was offering to the community, what type of environment it was. I mean, this is where we spend our days. When we found this, it felt like the right opportunity. It was, to us, a very, very lucky find. I worked in an industry for a very long time where the bottom line, the financials of the business were the most important thing to the people that were working in it. I think what it taught me is that that's absolutely not true. That is not the way to create something that you feel really good about. It's not the way to create a legacy. Creating a legacy, having a successful business, is about people really remembering what it was that you were offering in a positive way. This is an intimate thing. These things are going into people's homes. I'm helping them create something, and that means a lot to me. I want this space to be not just a business. I want this to be a place where everyone enjoys working, where people enjoy coming, and where they can walk in the door and they feel at home. That's the whole point. I'm not here just to have people work for me and vice versa. We're all really here to support each other, and I think that that's important. You have to remember that it's okay to take time, and sometimes you make sacrifices for that, but it's balance. And I know that might sound a little bit cliche. Everyone's always talking about balance, but it's the truth. It really is the truth. Your business can't own you. You know how they say ignorance is bliss? I think that has kept me from being fearful. One of the things that can stand in your way the most is being afraid to take chances. I've learned not to be afraid to take chances. It hasn't always worked out, but for the most part, it's taken me to places I never would have imagined I would have gone. So this was me just kind of stepping off the edge and taking a shot, going off my gut. There was a feeling that was evoked from me when I walked through the front door. It's the way that the environment is designed, and it's the way that we will always try to continue to design this environment. You walk in the door and you feel like you're home. I loved that. I could imagine being here every day. And I think if you're going to spend your days away from your family, if you're going to spend your days investing yourself, then you should be that ecstatic about your environment. And I was immediately. And this is not just my vision. This is not any one person's vision. There are a lot of women here that contribute to the look of this store and the feel of this store. We will continue to always search out unique items from all over the world, items that are ecologically conscious. That's a very big part of the store. And just always trying to keep it fresh and current. That's the most important thing. You have to change with the times, and things are constantly changing. Life is dynamic, so we always want the store to feel fresh and new. What we're most known for are slip-covered and upholstered pieces. This is a company called Mitchell Gold Bob Williams. They are one of the premier makers of furniture in the world. This is the Dr. Pit. It's modular. You can build it as big as small as you want. Everything is removable and washable. That's part of what we want to always promote in the store, that this furniture is really livable. This is a company that we really love. Love the Pit because you can fill it up with all of these. These are custom designed by my designer, Allison Fetzer. This is the best and fastest way to change the face of your space. Color, patterns, textures, a new feeling, and all it takes is a pillow. One of the things I tell people the most, you get people who come in and they say to me, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make my house look the way that I want. I know what I like, but I don't know how to put it together. But what I tell people is that more often than not, you actually have a better sense of it than you think. We just get caught up in doing what we think should be done instead of doing what feels really comfortable. And when people relax and they just start picking things off of what feels best to them, they always create something beautiful. You just have to relax and realize there aren't really any rules. And you'd be surprised at what you can put together, and it looks absolutely incredible. It doesn't have to be a set. They don't have to match. Your pieces should have character. You should create a space that feels comfortable to you. There are no rules. And that's part of the fun of the store. I mean, when you have this type of look, I can add and take away all the time, and it all goes together in an organized, chaotic kind of way. And it's not only just beautiful, but it's really livable. I mean, my 3-year-old can pretty much use any table in this store and I'll never know it. And that's hard to do. One of the things I love about what's happening in the industry right now is the focus on reclaimed materials, sustainable practices. You're getting furniture now that is more about bringing the outside in, and to me that's what Hawaii is. We should be bringing that outside environment into our home. The nature, the color, the feeling. And if you look at a table like this wood is hundreds of years old. It was reclaimed. There's a warm, worn finish to it. There's something really comforting about having that as a centerpiece in your home. The industry is actually taking notice of what's going on in the world right now, and it's evolving to meet those standards. Everybody here is totally incredible and very invested and very passionate about what they do. So what we want when you walk out the door is that you're a little bit surprised. Wow, that was really fun. I enjoyed that. This doesn't have to be a chore. You know, making your space, it's the place where you're supposed to go unwind from the world. When that space is created, that's how we want you to feel, that we really created your Pacific home. You know, we helped you create that lifestyle that you're looking for.